Hey guys, happy Sunday. Welcome back to Sports Tea. Oh my gosh. So I'm just going live real quick. I need to rant about Bronny James, guys. The Lakers, they are killing me. Bronny James is a total purse snatcher. He's stealing money, and we're going to talk about it real quick. So I do want to wait a couple minutes for you guys to come into the chat room. I know this is like an impromptu live for me, as well as I know it's football Sunday. I know you guys are watching the game, but if you can just load into the room to listen to me real quick. I'm pissed. Quincy Olivari, he deserves a contract with the Lakers, a real contract. He deserves a roster spot on the team, not a two-way contract. And stupid ass LeBron James fans are in my inbox right now on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere, crying. They're crying to me, well, you can save your goddamn tears. LeBron and Bronny, they're just out here stealing money. I mean, let's not get me started with LeBron's massive contract. And what is he going to do for the Lakers? Nothing except turn them into a goddamn reality show. It's bullshit. Did anybody watch Bronny in the preseason? Did anybody see his performance? I don't think he's deserving of a 4-year contract, let alone a spot on the Lakers. A storied franchise, a 4-year guaranteed contract. This is what we gave a player who can barely play defense, who got rejected by the goddamn rim against the Warriors. It was a 60-point blowout loss. And I wake up and what I see all over social media and everywhere is Bronny being praised for his 17-point performance. Someone messaged me, 41% isn't bad for a rook. That's bullshit. In these preseason games, he averaged, what was it, 8% from the three-point line? 29% from the field? Him and LeBron, just twin turnovers? He's stealing money. NBA regular season starts next week. Do you think we're going to see Bronny in the G League? I don't think so. They're going to tear his ass up in that league. They won't be able to justify him coming back up from the G League. I'm tired of LeBron fans just crying. I'm tired of the tears from LeBron fans. Oh, you never talk about anybody else who does this. Nobody else in the history of the sport brought their trash son to the Lakers to play alongside them when they're already gouging up the salary cap, gouging up the media shine from other players who deserve to be talked about. This is criminal. We saw Quincy Olivari play for his life. We saw him play for his life against the Bucks. What did he score? 11 points in what was it, 9 minutes? He went off. He saved the Lakers against the Bucks. Then we watch him against the Warriors in a 60-point blowout loss. What was he, 50% from three, 70% from the field, 22 points, and they decided to go away from him. He scored 19 points in the first half. Bronny, Hood Schifino, guys with an actual roster spot decided to go away. Okay, they went away from Quincy Olivari, the guy who's playing for his life, the guy who needs a contract. And you want to inbox me and message me bullshit about how I'm hating on LeBron James? Go check these other content creators. Don't come to the black channels popping bullshit about Bronny and LeBron and how we're hating. Nobody's hating on LeBron. Nobody's hating on Bronny. We're telling the truth. Bronny is not an NBA player. I don't need to call him names. I don't need to sit here and say, oh, he's LeBum Jr. I mean, he is, but the truth is the truth. He's not good. He wasn't good ever. He wasn't good in high school. He wasn't good in college. He's not good now. I don't want to hear the bullshit about the cardiac arrest. He was clearly on PEDs, just like the rest of the players from the USC program that went down. Do you think it's a coincidence that Sharif O'Neal went down the same way? And then miraculously, they're not on the PEDs anymore. And then boom, they're healthy and ready to play. There's no way a parent is letting their child with cardiac arrest get back on the floor. There's just no way. Guillermo Barzana, I'm rewriting history. Look, Guillermo, I can't today. You know, your messages to me with, I'm hating on LeBron James' family. I'm not hating. I'm telling the truth. There's no revisionist of history here. He stole Quincy Olivari's contract. That kid, let me tell you who I feel bad for. I feel bad for Quincy, a Black kid who needed this contract to support his family. All he dreams of is being in the NBA and, supporting his family. Bronny doesn't need this contract. He could have done anything. He took a spot away from somebody else. The holy trinity of JJ Redick, LeBron James, Bronny, they're all complicit together. And they're stealing money from the NBA and taking opportunities from other Black kids that are more deserving. I'm going to play this soundbite for you from Quincy Olivari. Does this sound like, that we should be feeling bad for Bronny? No, I feel bad for him. Listen to this.
A couple days ago, you mentioned just the focus on your defense and the running and just that kind of showing you're willing to do whatever it takes to be in the league. But your offensive game has been pretty efficient. 3-point shooting, creating your own look, creating looks for teammates. How rewarding do you feel like it is? You got a chance to show that even in a context like tonight against a good team.
First, I just want to start by giving all honor and glory to God, because it's ultimately rewarding. And honestly, that's the biggest reason why I chose number 41, because the number 41 in the Bible means patience. And the biggest thing I always tell myself and when I pray is, on 40 days and 40 nights, the storm was there, but on day 41, everything seemed to make sense and it all became clear. So patience will always, patience and trust will always take you far. And so having a game like today on the last preseason game, especially in front of my favorite player to ever pick up a basketball, it was just an amazing feeling. Coach McMillan always tells me that it's okay to want to be a playmaker and learn to be whatever a team needs. But at the end of the day, my true gift is scoring and shooting. So always look for an efficient shot first before you look to just pass it up and try to be just a pass first point guard, because I can score the ball ultimately. And this today was just honestly rewarding, especially doing it at an efficient level.
And then just what do you feel like are next steps for you?
Just go home and talk with my agent, see what comes next. I just want a job in the NBA. Like, it's the only thing I've wanted since I was like 5 years old. And my dad always said my biggest gift is my energy, and energy can never be created or destroyed, only transferred. So I bring energy to whatever team wants me, and I lift every group up. And I just want to see what I honestly don't know what comes next either. Every day I just approach it like it could be my last. And Rui hit it on the head today. This is like the last chance for people like me, because tomorrow's not promised and neither is next week. But what is guaranteed is I have an opportunity today to go out and make a lasting impression.
Quincy, I have a couple for you. First of all, when you reflect on your preseason effort for the Lakers, you helped them get their first win in Milwaukee with a big late effort. Tonight you get the start and you lead the team in scoring. Just how do you kind of judge yourself based on your ability to take the opportunity you were given and do something with it?
My dad's preached the same thing since I picked up a basketball. Did I play hard? Did I have fun? I definitely had fun. I think like yesterday when we played the Suns, Kevin Durant and Devin Booker knew my name. And it was just like the biggest surprise. I'm 23 years old, but every time I put on an NBA jersey or come to an NBA practice, I'm that eight-year-old kid that just begging my dad to take me to an NBA game. And so coming out today, I didn't know I was starting until the game when we went through our scout before the game. And I was just like, wow, first career NBA start in the last game. I've had this great feeling all day. Why not capitalize? So I would definitely say I took advantage because I had fun. And not only did I have fun, I played hard with the opportunity I had. And win or loss, made or missed shot, I know I gave it my all.
And you mentioned Book and KD knowing who you are. It looked like maybe your favorite player of all time also knows who you are. We saw Steph Curry having some words with you on the court after the game. What can you tell us about that conversation?
Man, it's crazy because I've liked him since I was in like 6th grade. Like, I don't even know what to say, man, because like that's my favorite player ever. And the first thing he told me was like, I'm a big fan of your game. And like, truth be told, I'm a big fan of him. Like I had his jersey. He signed it twice. I used to sleep under that jersey. And like, I just wanted to be like him so bad. And so just to be able to meet him, him be able to have some respect for me, and then us to talk in the back, he gave me a pair of his shoes and signed them. Like, that meant the world to me, man. Like, my dad knows, my mom knows. Like, it just means a lot. And like, I don't know. It just means a lot.
Yeah,
The kid had to be pulled off the stage. He was hysterical. Do you know how bad it must hurt to go out there, play for your life, and 2 scrubs have a permanent spot on the roster and not you? You're going to the G League? Oh, people are reaching out to me. See, you're wrong. Lakers signed him 2-way contract. He's not going to play. We're not going to see him even on the bench opening night, but we're going to see Bronny's bum ass on the bench. And I'm sorry, like I'm angry because people are reaching out to me, having the nerve to call me a hater, having the nerve to talk this, oh, I'm hating on a black man. Fuck that. I'm tired of it. This black kid was just hysterically crying because all he wants is a chance. And he worked for it. He earned it. Not Bronny. But brilliant JJ Redick, he already chose his team, right? He didn't even watch anybody play, but he just knew who he was going to pick. He had the nerve to not play Quincy in other games when he got out there and balled. They couldn't even give him a chance to be signed by another team. They had to give him this stupid 2-way contract that sends him to the G League so he can be controlled. Why else? So that he can't get out there in regular NBA regular season games and show that, the Lakers should have given him a permanent spot instead of Bronny. He's going to be shipped to the G League, and that's where Bronny belongs. This is bullshit, guys. I don't want to hear that I'm hating on black people. No, this black kid deserved it. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is somebody who LeBron and Bronny and JJ Redick, they stole a spot from. So I don't want to hear this bullshit. Ticket TV, he came on Man Down Sports. He annihilated a LeBron James delusional fan telling us all this black power bullshit. Okay, LeBron wasn't about that black power shit when he was throwing Kyrie Irving under the bus. He wasn't about that black power shit when he decided to get Darvin Ham fired. He even made a whole first episode in the Starting Five documentary about Darvin Ham. Instead, guess who he hired? JJ Redick. He didn't get Phil Handy the job, the guy that's been grooming him, helping loads of players in his position to train and to get better as an assistant coach. He didn't help those guys. He is self-serving. He doesn't care about our community. Fuck that. If you guys are not angry by that clip that I just played, a kid that's just trying to support his family, I don't know what else would make you angry. And you want to say I'm hating on Bronny James. That's not hate. This is truth. Stop being delusional. LeBron, Bronny, JJ Redick, they're thieves. JJ Redick is a goddamn thief. He does not belong the head coach of the Lakers. He stole money. He stole a contract from Sam Cassell. He stole money from other qualified coaches, and LeBron is helping him. Why? Because he's going to play his talentless son, Bronny Kardashian. I don't want to hear him hating. Don't inbox me that bullshit anymore. We have a qualified NBA player who's going to the G League. And Bronny gets to warm the bench. Bronny gets to continue to be 8% from 3 on the Lakers. How do you guys feel about that? I'm hating. I'm hating. My comments are not going to age well. How didn't they age well, Guillermo? He averaged 8% from 3 over 5 games. What didn't age well? They just got blown out by 60 points by the Warriors. What didn't age well? How did my comments age like spoiled milk? Make me understand. I have time for one phone call today. If you want it to be you, Guillermo, if you want this home cooking, come get it. Because I'm angry. And if that soundbite that I just played didn't make you angry, then I don't know what to tell you. But Bronny is a purse snatcher. And he's not even Pat Bev. And he's out here snatching purses, stealing contracts, and he's rich. He's rich. He's privileged. He had every resource in the world to be better than this. Nobody's even allowed to guard Bronny. You block his shot, all ball, he's going to the line to brick his free throws. Don't tell me I'm hating. Guillermo wants to smoke. This will be my only phone call today. Call the show, Guillermo. Tell me how I'm hating. Tell me what I'm saying is wrong and why. I want to hear your basketball answer for why I'm wrong about Bronny. I don't want to hear this black power shit. Tell me your basketball reason why I'm wrong about Bronny. I don't see my phone ringing. I got 4 minutes for you. So if it's not going to be you that calls, somebody else can call in. I have time for one phone call. You'll get 1 minute to say your point. If you're for Bronny, feel free to call in. Nothing about me is nice today, guys. Not after hearing a young man who's 23 years old work his ass off, crying hysterically because all he wants to do is fight for his chance to be in the league. And he's going to the G League. Not Bronny, not Hood Schifino, who played like pure shit, but Quincy Olivari. This better be you, Guillermo. Sports Tea, talk to me nice.
Hey, Dominique. Khalil here.
Hey, Khalil, what's going on?
Man, I want to give a shout out, man. I just got to say, I'm with you 100% on what you said. It's such a shame that this guy is running around, LeBron James, saying that he's the GOAT. And he out of all the players who have, retired, Vince Carter, KG, they left the league in a better place. And this guy, since he has
Hello?
ferocious.
I'm sorry, the phone went out. Who do I have on the line? 1 second.
Guillermo. Hello?
Guillermo. Guillermo's on the line. Guillermo, just stay silent really quickly while we finish up this call.
That's fine. Yeah, he's the only superstar who has left the game in a worse state, and in part due to Adam Silver aiding and abetting him. But
he definitely hasn't elevated the game. I'm with you. There's no elevation in basketball from LeBron James.
No. He left the piss poor culture.
There is no culture.
And, time. Yeah, there is no culture, and as time goes on, the late great Kobe Bryant will be looked upon fondly for the culture that he instilled in a lot of players coming up with. It's just a shame that this kid Quincy is not going to get a shot. Shaq's son recently got signed by the Kings, and Scottie Pippen Jr. also got a look. But those guys had to go and do their time. Shaq's son
exactly. But not Bronny. Not Bronny. Nope. He's got a guaranteed contract.
Nope.
Listen, Khalil, thank you so much for your call. I want to take Guillermo's call. Then I'm going to end the live because I've got to get back to the rest of my Sunday. But thank you so much for supporting the channel. If everybody can do me a favor and like the video today and subscribe, that would make me really happy. But I'm going to end the call with Guillermo today. Guillermo, you have about a minute to share with me why I'm wrong about Bronny, and I want to hear a basketball analysis. I don't want to hear this black power shit that you brought to man down. I want to hear a basketball analysis as to why I'm wrong about Bronny. Go ahead. Okay, you have the floor.
I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong. And I'm gonna compare it to the other kid, Quincy, which I think is a really good player.
Thank you.
Okay. Bronny has incredible potential. You just don't want to see it. I don't think he even knows the potential that he has, and I'm going to explain why. First of all, he's got killer speed.
I'm
He's got
sorry, he has killer what?
incredible speed.
Oh, speed.
Killer speed. That's
Okay.
the first thing he has. Second, he's very athletic.
Athleticism, speed. What else?
He's very athletic. Third, he's the only guard that plays for the Lakers that has the capacity to attack the basket consistently.
Did you say he's
The
the
last one
only
we had was
player from the
Schroeder.
Lakers that can attack the basket? That's what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
The last one was Schroeder.
Okay.
Yes. Other guards. They can really attack the basket. The athleticism, they put the ball out there and really play that kind of game. Second, third, he has an incredible defense. It's not what he's doing right now. You just look at him and his instance and his reactions are incredible. I'm telling you this, and you might laugh now. He's going to be starting this league.
I'm
He's not just
never
that.
gonna laugh
He's a
at you,
good shooter and a
Guillermo.
bit
I'm
player.
never gonna laugh at you. Your voice is valued. Your opinion I think
Okay.
is important, and I want to hear from you. And I respect your opinion. It's okay that we don't agree. Right now I'm fired up. I'm not fired up at you. I'm just angry that we have a
Let me
guy
finish-
who's
let me finish
deserving
my
of a
analysis of
contract.
him. No, I know.
I just feel and I
Let
believe
me-
that
let me
Bronny
finish
is
the
taking up a
analysis on
spot.
Bronny.
I just think that Quincy
His
deserved that spot.
athleticism is high IQ for a player.
Look, Guillermo,
But it's not
I
Bronny.
hear
It's
your
not Bronny's taking the spot. Bronny, to me, of all the guards to the Lakers that have the most potential, JHS is terrible.
I'm sorry, who's terrible? Guillermo, you there?
Yes, I'm here. Let me keep on finishing one of my thoughts. I've been watching him since he was 11 years old. First of all, he had an injury, a big injury when he was a junior, a knee injury.
Guillermo,
So
your
that
voice
stopped
is a
half
little
of his
bit
season.
muffled. Your voice is muffled. I'm not really sure why. I can't really hear your points. You've been watching him since he was 11 years old. You have about 30 seconds to make your point.
Yeah, I've been watching him since he was 11 years old. He's got everything. The only thing that bothers me is they're putting him in a position he's not the right position for him. He should be the point guard. He has an incredible handle. You just haven't seen it because they haven't given him the opportunity to showcase it. And I'm telling you, I played basketball for a long time. I used to be a really good basketball player. I was a point guard. I can analyze things up and down, everything he can do on the court. And I'm telling you, if you put Bronny on the position number one, find a more athletic point guard in the NBA than him, except Jay Morant. There isn't. There isn't a point guard that as athletic with 210. When he gets to be 22, he's going to be like 220, 225. With
Okay.
incredible speed, incredible jumping ability. He attacks the basket like his father. He's a good mid-range shooter. He's a good three-point shooter. Don't go by 1 out of 10. This sample size is too small. You guys have to learn basketball. You cannot, it doesn't matter if you go 10 for 1 or 20 for 1. This is his rookie year. Okay? He got interrupted on his senior year in college. I saw a lot of his college games.
I need you to
saw
wrap
all
up
his
your
college
point,
games.
Guillermo, because I only have another 2 minutes max to stay on air before I have to close out the show. Okay. So I'm not taking any more
Okay.
callers,
What I'm
guys. I'm
just
going to
telling
take
you,
the
what I'm
phone
telling
number
you
down.
is I know a lot of people, I'm not saying you, but a lot of people hate him because of his father. And just give him time. He's going to prove all you guys wrong. It's going to be that too long. It's going to be by mid-season, okay?
A lot of
I don't know if you saw the last interview, the last press conference that JJ Redick gave. They asked him about Bronny's point. He said, I don't care about his points. And he said, we're going to make Bronny, we're going to develop Bronny into a great player. He didn't say a role player. He said, we're going to develop Bronny into a great player. He has all the tools. You guys don't want to see it. Okay?
thank you so
You guys
much
don't
for
want to see it.
calling
That's why
in.
I'm saying your comments are not going to age well because you're going to see by mid-season, at the end of the season, he's going to be a starting point guard. Remember my words.
The problem, he probably will be a starting point guard, Guillermo. I actually believe you. I think that JJ Redick and LeBron James, they're delusional enough to make that happen. Okay. Thank you so much for calling in. I'm going to address your point and then close out the show. But yeah, I mean, we just
One last comment.
completely. I'm sorry.
One last comment. I think Quincy is going to be a really good player.
Okay.
But you don't have to choose between them two. I think them two are the features of the Lakers. Thank you.
I just don't. So thank you so much for calling in, Guillermo. But I don't think that Bronny James is any of what you said that he is. He wasn't any of those things in high school or college. He could not
That is
shoot
your
the ball.
opinion.
What? Listen, I let you speak. I did not even interrupt you. Okay, so I'm gonna have to mute you because I'm gonna close out the show, or you can hang up. But I do want to address your points.
Okay.
These are basketball points that you made, but they just haven't been proven. So what you're telling me about is potential. And guys that come into the NBA, they're ready for the NBA now. And that is not
a lot of people go on potential.
And Bronny is not ready for the NBA. And so again, like, I'm going to mute you because I let you speak and I didn't interrupt you. None of your points, right? So I need to be given that same respect. So like I was saying, Bronny James is not ready for the NBA now. He might be ready. Everything that you're saying that he can do, maybe he can do it in 4 years. Okay. But he didn't attack the basket until they were getting blown off the floor by the Warriors. He was scared to shoot in every other game. From the summer league games to the preseason games, it's clear that he's stepping up. And look, I'll give him credit for stepping up his aggression in the last game, but there was no real pressure there. The game wasn't on the line. There was no pressure. So it's either, okay, give me the ball, let me get an alley-oop dunk, and we're getting blown off the floor at that point by 50. I mean, it's a little bit ridiculous for you to sit here and tell me that he's a great shooter, that he can handle the ball as a point guard. He has no ball handling skills. We saw him get turnover after turnover. Maybe he can handle the ball in, open court just by himself, but no one was even barely guarding him during this game. During any of the games, there were moments where Draymond Green was just letting him, one of the best defenders in the league, was just letting him shoot wide open threes that he bricked, trying to give him an opportunity to look good out there on the floor. So I have to completely disagree with you. Until Bronny shows us something, we need to see something. I'm not going to take a look at, this person has potential. Do you know how many guys have potential? Potential does not get you into the NBA. There's 400 some odd spots in the NBA. He's not deserving. Guys that prove themselves now, they're the ones that deserve to be on a team. LeBron James himself, he didn't care about potential. He didn't care about guys that can get developed. All of a sudden, he wants to develop. That's bullshit. Miss me with that bullshit. So Bronny James gets all this development, even though he's had his whole life to prepare for this moment, but nobody else does. Guys that are ready now, they get pushed to the G League. That doesn't make sense to me. He's not showing us ball handling skills. He's not showing us shooting skills. He's not showing us consistent aggression. You're right. He is playing just like his dad, where he goes and gets aggressive to score the ball and play the hero when it's garbage time, when we know that there's nothing you're going to be able to do to decide that game. So yeah, he does play just like his dad, and I don't want to see it. We're not hating on Bronny James. This is truth. I'm balancing the nonsense, the praise, when we shouldn't be praising any player when a team gets blown off the floor by 60. But of course, we have to talk about him. We're forced to talk about him. Somebody messaged me saying that I was getting famous off the LeBron James name. Do you think I want to keep talking about LeBron? I don't. This is what we have to. We're reacting to the media, to mainstream media, praising Bronny, hyping him up. Ticket said it the best. LeBron James talk all that trash that Bronny was better than half of the league. We're going to talk about him. We're going to critique him because I'm not seeing that he's better than half of the G League. I'm not seeing that he's better than my dog at playing basketball. So there's a problem here. There's no integrity in the NBA at this point. The Lakers have lost all of their credibility. Jeannie Buss should be ashamed of herself for hiring JJ Redick, a complete fool who just got blown off the floor by 60. Darvin Ham never got blown off the floor by 60. He never lost one single Lakers game as a head coach for the Lakers by 60 points. But JJ Redick gets carte blanche to just do that. And nobody says a word. And I know you're going to tell me about potential. You're going to tell me about, I'm going to eat these words. I'm waiting to be proved wrong. I'm waiting for Bronny James to show us something. Show me something, Bronny. Show me something, because I'm tired of it. But I want to thank you for calling in, Guillermo. You know, I'm going to end this live. Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate you sharing. It's not easy to, you know, to call into a show when you know that, you know, majority of folks don't agree with you and you have the unpopular opinion. So, you know, I want to thank you all for tuning in with me today. I'm still angry. Okay. I'm angry with JJ Redick, LeBron, Bronny. They are all complicit together. I don't feel bad for Bronny. That is out of the window. Completely out the window, because at this point, everybody knows what's going on. You have Steve Kerr checking in Steph Curry at the end of a game just so that he can get a photo op with Bronny. Everybody's complicit in this. This is bullshit. I'm tired of it. And I'm going to be on the Lakers' ass all season long. I'm going to be on LeBron and Bronny's ass all season long until they retract their comments, until they admit that Bronny James does not belong in this league, until they admit that he's wearing a costume. He's wearing an NBA player costume. He's not an NBA player. He's stealing money as we speak. He's spending Quincy Olivari's contract. He's spending his money right now. That's what's happening. Bronny showed zero empathy for what he and his father did to Quincy. Zero. I had Bronny all wrong. He is an entitled rich kid who has been conditioned to believe he is privileged. And the rest of us we're just mere peasants. Fuck him and fuck LeBron. Let them start investigating LeBron at the Diddy parties. Let them start investigating Balco. If LeBron visited Balco, he should be barred from the Hall of Fame. It's time. We have to hold the NBA accountable for more than just Kyrie liking a movie that offends Jewish people. How about holding people accountable for serious matters? Like, I don't know, sexual assault, nepotism, peds abuse, stealing money. That's it, guys. I'm out. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm going to go back to my regular self now, okay? Next episode, you guys will see me a little bit calmer, but I'm fired up and I'm pissed. And so all of you should be pissed too. Bronny, LeBron, JJ, they're stealing money from qualified NBA players, other black kids that deserve this opportunity and needed it more. So the next time you want to roll in my DMs calling me a hater, check yourself. Figure out what's wrong with this picture, because there's something wrong with you if you don't see anything wrong with the fact that Quincy Olivari was sent to the G League and Bronny wasn't. And Bronny is stealing money. Happy Sunday, guys.